Final game of the 2015 Monmouth football season alongside the head coach Kevin Callahan. I'm Matt Harmon. Coach, coming off the win against Presbyterian, I think important for your team confidence-wise with still this one game remaining.
That was very important. I think to play at home and get another home win and to play as well as we did, particularly on the defensive side of the ball and the way that we ran the ball, I think that gives the guys a lot of confidence heading into this final game.
When you think about Gardner-Webb, it was the team that Monmouth beat last year at the end to get the first Big South win. And looking at this team, pretty similar to Presbyterian, low-scoring games that they always seem to play in, but they do have a little bit of punch offensively.
They do, and their games have been very close. They're one of the best defenses that we'll face all year. They're very stout, particularly in the front seven with their defensive line and linebackers. They're only averaging giving up about 200 yards of total offense per game. And on the offensive side, they have the ability to run the ball. They're led by a very athletic quarterback who likes to keep the ball quite often, and he also has two pretty good targets in the passing game in the tight end and the one receiver.
A little bittersweet. I know this last week of regular practice, obviously you'll say goodbye to a pretty talented group of seniors.
Well, they're a group of guys that have, really helped us transition into the Big South Conference. We had one conference win a year ago, and hopefully we'll get our third conference win this year. So I think that shows us that we're taking a significant step forward. We appreciate the contribution that all these guys have made, and we'll be sorry to see them go.
Let's talk about the Big South as a whole. As you just mentioned, you have an opportunity to go 500 in what is one of the best FCS football leagues in the entire year.
Yeah, that's true, and we have a chance to finish third overall in the conference if things fall the right way. The only thing that we can do is take care of things on our end, take care of what we have to do, which is go out and get a win on Saturday.
Coach, appreciate the time. We'll see you on Saturday afternoon.
Thanks, Matt.
As Monmouth getting set for their final game of this season, senior Joe Johnson will be putting on the pads for the last time. And, Joe, you've been a player on this team for the last 4 years, playing as a freshman, now taking it all the way through. What's it going to feel like to march onto that field down in North Carolina one more time?
I think it's going to be a real surreal feeling. You kind of never think that it's going to be your last game, but now you know that this is it. I mean, it's been a long ride. It's been tons of fun. I'm grateful for the opportunities that I got, and I'm ready to go out with a win.
You've been one of the players who have seen Monmouth finish up their days in the Northeast Conference, play the years in Independent, and now 2 years in the Big South. What big changes have you seen in the program over your 4 years?
I think it's just the competition that we bring to the table every single day. I know the teams that we play are way better. We're getting way more competition on the weekly basis, and I think that transfers over to just every day, whether it's in the locker room, in the weight room, or out on the field. There's just way more competition and way more heart.
And you would be among the group that will be playing for their last time in the Monmouth uniform. It's a special bond that you always have with that group of players that will suit it up one more time.
Yeah, definitely. Those guys that I came in with and we're about to leave together, it's a lifetime bond. Those are my brothers. We've gone through everything together, and we're ready to go out on top.
Let's talk about the game a little bit more specifically. This is a Gardner-Webb team that comes in, I think, like Monmouth, trying to figure out a way to finish in the top half of the league in terms of the overall standings. What kind of football team do you see when you look at the Running Bulldogs?
Gardner-Webb is a great team. Their defense is awesome. Their offense has a bunch of different threats that we're going to have to prepare for if we want to go down there and get a victory. They're well coached. They play very hard. I think that was evidenced last year when we played them. It was a very gritty, physical type game, and that's the type of game that we're expecting again this week.
Joe, it's been a lot of fun to see you over the course of the last 4 years. Best of luck on Saturday and enjoy it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Our coverage will start at 1:15 on 1160, 1310 a.m. ShoreSportsNetwork.com and MonmouthHawks.com. For Joe Johnson and Kevin Callahan, I'm Matt Harmon, covering the Monmouth football team for the Monmouth Digital Network.